If you think the prices are very high and you're not sure where you should purchase or what strategy you should implement, this video is for you. I've been in business for almost 8 years and I have dozens of daily conversations about real estate with home buyers. What I've done in this video is compiled 3 factors that I most commonly talk about with home buyers in the current market. The first question that I commonly get asked is it a good time to buy real estate? Well, there's various factors to consider when purchasing a property. The first is, are you buying because of FOMO or do you actually need to purchase a home? For those of you that don't know what FOMO is, it's the fear of missing out. Many buyers just want to enter the market because of the fear of loss that they might get priced out and never be able to afford a home. However, that is not always true, because if you are in a situation where you have to borrow money or you are in a lot of debt and then you enter the market and now you have this mortgage that you have to all of a sudden arrange money for, it is not a good position to be in. I would rather suggest paying off your debt, saving up some down payment, and then entering the market when the time is right for you, or whether if you have an actual growing family that you need to provide for. Which brings me to my second point, which is, can you actually afford the monthly payments on the home you're about to buy? It is so crucial to not just do a mortgage pre-approval, but a financial assessment of your property. What I tend to do with my buyers is foresee the payments for the next 6 months and really calculate whether that makes sense for them financially. God forbid, in this time of the year, if you lose your job and you are without pay for an extra month or 2 months, you should have somewhat of a safety net to cover the mortgage payments. God forbid that happens. Another expense to consider is your closing costs and tax payments. Many people overlook this factor or get misguided and then later find out during closing date that they are having to pay a large amount of tax payments and closing costs that they never accounted for. The third factor to consider is the area that you're investing in on an upswing trend? Many areas in the Toronto and Greater Toronto area are oversaturated and extremely expensive. Entering in those markets at a high price point may cost you a longer time frame to really see the growth before you can actually sell or refinance your property. Whereas if you target areas that are still on an upswing trend or have potential, will likely see much better growth in the near future, which will result in better return on investment on your money. Some areas we've helped our clients purchase properties in are in the rural areas and suburbs. These are untapped areas that have tons of potential. Not only do you get more space, but also more value for your money because you get more land, which tends to appreciate at a better rate than just the building itself. Many people tend to enter the market with this dream of buying a beautiful, stunning, fully maintained house, and then realize later that they cannot afford the furniture, any upgrades, and now they're just house rich, but cannot really do much outside of just paying their mortgage payments, like going out to travel, buying anything like furniture, or just living life comfortably without the stress of paying their mortgage payments. One point to consider if you think that you may be overstretching yourself for your principal residence, meaning the home that you want to move into, is buying an investment property. I'm not ever saying not to purchase a home at all. It may just not be the right time to buy that dream home and instead buy an investment where you can rent the basement out separately and collect a lot higher monthly return than moving into a home of your own. Lastly, I would strongly consider areas that are on an upswing trend. Just like I mentioned earlier, specific areas like North Brampton, Georgetown, East Gwillimbury, and other pockets within a hot area can be more beneficial than investing right in the core of downtown or specific very well developed areas. I always say this to my clients: if there's one thing you had to do right when purchasing your investment or principal residence, what do you think it would be? The purchase price. That's right, if you buy at the right price, everything else tends to fall in place. So don't buy an overpriced property and wait for it to go higher. Rather, buy in a strategic way where you purchase at a low price and then everything else, even if you make mistakes, tends to fall in place. There you have it, folks. 3 factors to consider when purchasing your next home, whether it's an investment or principal residence. First is whether you're buying out of FOMO or you actually need to purchase the home. Then, if you can actually afford the monthly payments and not just be house rich. And lastly, whether you're buying in an area with potential or in an oversaturated area where you're overpaying. Hope you found this video helpful, folks. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot and help me roll out more valuable content around the real estate arena. In addition, I do post regularly on my Instagram account, so do follow me on there for valuable tips and tricks on the real estate space as well. And last but not least, if you haven't seen my recent market update video, do check it out in the video above. It will help you understand whether it's a good time to enter the market now or wait for the next few months. Again, thanks for tuning in and hope to see you on the next video.